Hey, welcome to Secret Lab Reports. Today we'll be talking about addiction.
To the secret lab!
This is not an easy subject to discuss without bias. And with addiction comes the topic of drugs. I'm not here to encourage or discourage the use of drugs, but we'll talk more about them later in the video. We should first talk about what addiction is. Addiction is defined as the inability to stop using mood-altering substances or actions despite negative consequences. Note the behavior part, which indicates that anything could be an addiction. Not all addictions are bad. Everyone needs to breathe, eat, and sleep to stay alive. There are addictions that have little to no effect on people's lives, like coffee, and there are addictions that are mildly bad and don't show repercussions until later, like fatty foods and nicotine. The bad types of addictions follow this type of life cycle. With the first stages of addiction, you could feel uncomfortable, good, or not sure how to feel. Then you may rationalize it and lie to others about it. You could feel the withdrawals, the isolation, or the shame of being addicted to something. You could partake in higher risk behavior or even overdose, after which you'll be willing to seek change and hopefully your actions will improve. If not, you may be overwhelmed and want to start the process again. If you make it out of the cycle, you can start making connections with others again and have the freedom of choice without that type of addiction. Overdoses in this example, of course, being for drugs only, unless you're into extreme activities that could kill you. Here are some examples of addictions you may not have heard of before. Drunkorexia, or fasting in order to make it easier to get drunk. Orthorexia, where somebody might not eat an entire food group because they consider it unpure. And pregorexia, which is when women fast or keep weight off while pregnant, preventing both the fetus and the mother from being nourished. Bad addictions cause problems for both people who are suffering from the addiction and the people around them in their lives. They can also make working and learning more difficult, and hobbies and interests take less priority. The worst types of addictions destroy relationships, health, and eventually life. Now that we have a better understanding of the range of addictions, we should talk about the biological components behind them. As far as empirical science is concerned, addiction occurs in the brain. Our brains release chemicals called neurotransmitters that regulate mood and communication between neurons. Addictions create an overabundance of naturally occurring chemicals in the brain, or can reward it through its natural reward systems. Substances and drugs, of course, have a much stronger impact on the brain. When drugs are used as intended, they can help maintain a natural balance in an imbalanced brain. Almost all drugs build tolerance, making it more difficult for the user to get the intended results with the same dosage. Drug addictions can also cause mental and physical dependence, making it so that the user requires the drug to maintain chemical normality. The worst offenders of dependence and withdrawal are typically illegal or misused substances. Did this video help you get a better understanding of what addictions are? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.